Alright, what's up, everybody? So, today we're going to be doing something I never really did before. Every once in a while, I've talked about my various opinions on certain movies, but I never dedicated a whole review to them. So, back in last year of November, it was almost a year ago, it came out November 18. Me and one of my friends, we probably saw it. I don't know, maybe like a week after, and I saw the trailer for it, and I thought this looks promising, and I looked up the reviews, and I was thinking, well, this has got to be good. Both the audience and the critics loved it. The audience gave it a 76%, and the critics gave it an 88. So I was thinking this has got to be good if both parties enjoy it. So I ended up just walking into the theater, with pretty high expectations, and I ended up just wanting to walk out halfway through, especially since I would go to Regal Theater on Tuesdays for Value Day, and everything would only be $5 instead of like $13 or $14 for a ticket, so you don't feel like you utterly wasted your money. So I basically went in with pretty high expectations, and there was probably nobody else in the theater. There might have been two or three other people who were also super confused as well when they left. And it's just one of those movies. You go in and you're thinking, okay, this is going to be good or at least above average, and you leave, you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? This movie was an incoherent mess that absolutely made no sense and had scenes that go on for way too long and sometimes didn't even need to be there at all. So I don't even remember the names of the fucking people in the movie. I remember like the chef's name. That's it. And pretty much, I guess, also spoilers for the movie. It turns out that the chef is a psychotic murderer, and like the whole time he was planning on killing everybody. You know, and that was pretty much you could pretty much tell just by the way he acted. He never laughed, never smiled. Always just like a fucking robot the whole time. Like half the cast is like a fucking robot. It just didn't even make sense. And it's just one of those movies that I'm just like, you have a whole fucking set to work with, so use it. They literally spent the entire movie, like 80% of the movie, in um, one entire room. There were other parts where they went outside twice, and then like the other lady once I believe she went in like I don't know some little house on the side. I don't know. It was like a toilet or something. I don't fucking remember. But there was one scene that caught me off guard, and I'll start talking about that briefly. But basically, I'm pretty sure what it was about was this couple, a woman and a man, and they just go on like I think the man was rich or something like that. And again, I'm just trying to remember because the movie was just so vapid, dull, and boring that I can't even remember a lot of it. But basically, the woman and the man go on like a little trip because the man was saying like, "Oh, this is a culinary experience. This isn't just a meal; it's a culinary experience." So is fucking McDonald's. If you go there with, I don't know, you're fucking stoned out of your mind. It's ridiculous. Like that's what just people say, I guess. I mean, fucking a culinary experience. Yeah, they might as well dip the burger in the toilet, like fucking SpongeBob, and call that a culinary experience. Culinary experience, my ass. It was just so goofy and stupid. I was just thinking, what is this movie? So basically, yeah, they go in and everything, and like I think there's a dull celebrity who's in there that he's part of the movie, and there's this Asian chef lady who I don't remember her name, and she's like a robot. Literally, like most of the movie, she's just hello, how are you? It's just like she's a fucking robot. I mean, I don't know why they hire actors that can't fucking act. Like it's in the name, actor. That's like hiring a doctor that can't fucking, I don't know, perform a pelvic exam correctly. They're not gonna know what they're doing, and then you're gonna end up with like a bloody vagina. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just one of those things. I'm like, why do they hire actors that have no idea what they're fucking doing? Like, I could probably do a better job, and I feel like I already do with the Winifred videos I make. But basically they're just having like all these courses of meals, like a six-course meal, and some of it doesn't even make sense. Like one of them was like a breadless bread course. What does that even mean? Like it was just like a steak and some sauces or whatever, and then the guy was like, "Can we please have some bread?" And then this robot Asian lady comes up. No, I can't do that. It's like fucking Siri. Sorry, I don't understand. And just a lot of the movie, it just has stupid scenes that make no sense. And one of the things that, like, I guess the woman says, who looks like a heroin addict, by the way, she's like fucking as skinny as a withered skeleton, or Enderman from fucking Minecraft or whatever. She says something about like her boyfriend made her watch him jack off. I'm just like, what is this? And then I guess at one point, there was a scene that actually sort of caught me off guard. The vapid, boring lady, she goes off. I think it's like a bathroom house or something. I don't fucking remember. And then she finds like a old ham police radio, and she calls up like the Coast Guard, and like they're like, "What's?" He shows up, and he's like, "What's going on?" And then the chef's like, "Oh, nothing's going on. Oh, nothing's wrong. It's like everything's okay." And then he sees the actor, and he's like, "Oh, I think my kid loves you. Can you sign an autograph for me?" So he does, and I guess he writes like. I think he writes like "help me" on the paper or something. And he's like, "What's going on?" And everybody's like, "The chef's a crazy person. He's insane. He's trying to kill us." So then the guy, like, he pulls out a gun and he tells, like, the chef, like, "Oh, you're getting arrested," or whatever. And then he pulls out the gun, and then it turns out that he, like, lights a candle with it, and it's actually, like, a lighter. And I was like, that actually kind of caught me off guard. That was one scene that I liked about it. So that's probably what'll give the movie a 2-star rating, because I would have given it a 1-star rating, but a 2-star rating for that one single scene that I liked. And again, like how I was saying, it sometimes seems like there's a continuous shot goes on for like 25, 30 minutes and stuff, and I'm like, they probably didn't even bother to cut or take a break. It seems like it just went on for, they just left the camera on and like went to the bathroom and just like, oh, we're just gonna have the actors fucking diddle around. And then there was another scene that also made no sense, but the robot Asian lady who dies, by the way, which I was like, good. I hated her fucking character. They have a, she ends up going into like the bathroom house or whatever with the other lady, and they pretty much have like a very anticlimactic fight with like a knife. At one point, I think she stabs her with a butcher knife, and she's like, "Ow!" Can't you act at least like give yourself a little bit of, I don't know, act like you at least have a time, just show the slightest bit of emotion, maybe just the tiniest bit, just 1 fucking %. That's all I ask. And then there was a scene that also made no sense when they took a break to go outside, and just for no reason, like the Asian chef lady just stabs the, or like not even the chef lady, she's like a waiter. The Asian waiter lady just stabs the chef, whose name is Julian, like King Julian. I wish I was watching that movie instead. Um, but she just stabs the chef guy, and he doesn't even flinch. It's weird. And then there was another scene where she was also like, "Chef Julian tried to fuck me." That's literally what she said, and I'm just thinking like, what does that scene have to do with anything? Like, why does that need to be there? It makes no sense. And then there's another scene that also didn't need to be there. Like, it goes on for far too long. It is just way too dragged out. Like, for some reason, the lady, she says, like, "Oh, throughout this whole meal, I haven't been satisfied. Just like my husband, he fucking can't satisfy me with his 2-inch dick." And everything. She's just like, "Oh, I haven't been satisfied at all throughout this whole meal. So I was just thinking, like, I'm starving, so I want you to make me a cheeseburger." A cheeseburger? Like, he's a fucking culinary renowned chef. He could probably make, like, beef Wellington with his fucking eyes closed at this point. Like, a cheeseburger? Get your ass down to Burger King. Give yourself a dirty cheeseburger that'll give you hemorrhoids. Like, why would you ask a culinary chef to make a cheeseburger? That's like asking Gordon Ramsay, "Let's go to fucking Chili's" when you're his kids. He'd probably beat your ass if you asked him that shit. Um, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And, like, it's just this. They didn't even have to actually make the fucking cheeseburger, because she takes 2 bites of it, by the way. And, I mean, like, it probably could have been made of Play-Doh for all it mattered. Like, she didn't actually even have to eat it. She just ended up having her cheeseburger, and it takes like a whole like 2 minute scene where he drags it out and he makes a whole fucking cheeseburger for her, just like showing people, like, "Hey, you don't know how to make a cheeseburger? We're just gonna fucking show you, even though it's the easiest thing. Just grab some ground beef and throw it on the fucking grill, cook it for however long you want." And cheeseburger is probably one of the easiest things to make. I just wonder why at restaurants sometimes they overcook or undercook your cheeseburger, and I'm like, it's like one of the easiest things to make, other than fucking oatmeal in the microwave and toast. I mean, honestly, how do you screw up a cheeseburger? It's ridiculous. And she takes like 2 bites, and then she goes like, "I think my eyes are bigger than my stomach." And then she like takes it in the to-go box, I guess. Like, what is this, like fucking Outback? They're just gonna give you a to-go box all of a sudden? I mean, like I was saying, this is supposed to be like a culinary delight where, it's such good food that you can't really take it home, is what I would accentuate. Some places, I guess, can be like that, where it's like, oh, the food is so good or something, you can't actually take it home with you. I don't know if I've ever seen that, but I feel like there might be places that do that. And essentially, after that, the lady just leaves. And I don't know why she got to survive, and like, I wish she would have died. She was the most bland character in the fucking movie, apart from the Asian robot chef and pointless Chef Julian. They didn't even have to say his name. They could have called him Chef Dick Nuts. It didn't matter. But yeah, after that, she leaves, and then pretty much for some reason like the dessert is s'mores, I guess, and then everybody gets cooked alive. It's weird. Like I remember some people talking about it, and I was just like, this movie makes absolutely no sense. So if you see it at a store, make sure to tell the store they're fucking on crack for selling it, because it was one of the worst movies I'd seen. Might have been one of the worst movies of 2022. I give it 2 stars, and I do not recommend it. And maybe if you want to make your friend kill himself, then put it on. Or if you want to tell your friend like I dare you to watch this movie, or say like make your friend watch the movie because they lost a bet. But yeah, pretty much it was a terrible movie. Don't recommend. If you're even thinking about see it, then you should probably get better entertainment watching paint dry or watching your grandma fucking queef all the time. It's stupid. Just don't watch that movie. Just watch your fucking, I don't know. You'd get a better experience analyzing the fucking like design on my ceiling over here. You get a better experience doing that. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll probably be posting more movie reviews. I got a few more ideas to think about. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time.